says excellent connection. Alright. Alright. Let's start streaming. Alright. We are live at the DNC in Detroit, Michigan. And we have the acceptance speeches of the vice presidential nominee, Sean Washington, and the presidential nominee, Wyatt D. Christopher. And we will begin shortly. We are waiting for the vice president to speak right now.
If he doesn't join in a couple minutes, I will start my speech.
All right. And let's talk about the Democratic nomination. Wyatt D. Christopher ran unopposed for the Democratic nomination. He originally had an opponent, but the opponent decided to drop out. She failed to meet ballot requirements in Iowa and New Hampshire and did not debate. She was not active in the community. There were some Democrats who were potentially going to run. Former President Troy Hay was one of them, but ultimately the field was just limited to one, and that was Wyatt D. Christopher. And he is the nominee right now. He is taking on the president. The Democratic National Convention's message is one of we could do better when it comes to foreign policy, when it comes to immigration, and they want a fair economy. That's what I'm told is the DNC platform right now. And we will see if that platform will work in November. And we will begin counting the delegates for the Democratic nomination. And right now we have Alaska. Wyatt D. Christopher will receive 15 out of the 15 Alaska delegates. In Hawaii, Wyatt D. Christopher will receive 23 of the 24 delegates. There will be one for Tulsi Gabbard as a write-in. In American Samoa, Wyatt D. Christopher will receive all 6. In what was that territory? It has DA in it. Whatever. Wyatt D. Christopher receives all 13. Guam, all 7. Puerto Rico, Wyatt D. Christopher will receive 50 delegates. There will be 1 going to former President Troy Hay. Virgin Islands, all Wyatt D. Christopher, and it's 7. Some territory, I don't know. 6. And we will go to Iowa. Wyatt D. Christopher will receive 35 of the 41 delegates. Barbara Mikulski will receive 5, and Harry Beering will receive 1. In New Hampshire, there will be 21 delegates granted to Wyatt D. Christopher. Vermin Supreme gets 1. Bernie Sanders gets 1. I'm told was a popular write-in. And Barbara Mikulski will get 1. In Nevada, Wyatt D. Christopher will get all 36. South Carolina, Wyatt D. Christopher with all 54. And basically, I mean, Wyatt D. Christopher basically got like almost all the delegates. There's literally just like 1 or 2 that go to like some other candidate. I don't know. But the Democratic National Convention has certified their results, and Wyatt D. Christopher will be the Democratic nominee. He will get a resounding 4739 delegates. And Barbara Mikulski coming in second with 6. Yes, 6. And we are moments away from hearing the Vice President speak, hopefully. And the Vice President is getting ready. He's taking his time, of course. Taking a little too much time, maybe not. And here he is.
Hello.
And the vice presidential nominee, Sean Washington, speaks for the DNC.
All right. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This year will be one of the most important and most look back years in our whole century. We are dealing with one of the most, let's just say, toxic presidents in the world. threatening from all dreamers and immigrants' lives, from his terrible changes that he's made, and from his brief successes that are slim. What we need is a president that will truly work for the people, that be ruled with and by the people, their ideas and their standards. That's the president that we need. That's why we have Wyatt Christopher on the Democrat side, because the people is on his side. And the multinational rich corporations are on Sam's side. You see, we have a point where we need to have a healing process. We've been dealing with so much anger, so much defeat, to know that there has been a constant growth of alts, even though they have been deleted. We all know what the truth of this group truly is. And now we're going to change that. This group has been continuously grown by one group and one group only that only invites their own friends to make sure that they keep themselves in power. That will change. The people matter. The people's vote matter. We will not go close to having an oligarchy. We will not turn into an authoritarian country. We stand for peace, prosperity, and growth within the free market. You know, from my time before I was the senator of Texas, I was an activist, fighting, speaking with many of my own community members in Houston, where we fought for a decent minimum wage, where we fought for environmental and economic justice, where we've actually gotten those things done. It matters for the people because the people makes the change. It matters for you. It matters for all of us. It's your decision of what we can truly make the future of this country to be. To be even closer to the concept of fascism, or to closer to the concept of true freedom, democracy, and egalitarianism. We must stand together and not be divided, especially in this time. That is why we have this great force of support in this ticket that stands on the one truth, and that is under God, indivisible, united under one of this country. We will fight for the decency and prosperity of this country. I am glad to serve as the running mate of the great Wyatt Christopher, and together we will fight our way to the White House. This president's approval rating has been slipping a little bit. It's been slipping because he's not fully trusted by the people. Just because it's on the majority doesn't mean every American likes him. He is unlikable. He is not the greatest. He is not the best. He is a failure. And failures barely get anything done that actually makes a difference to all Americans. I'm running with Wyatt Christopher so we can make that change. So we can truly show that once we stand together, nothing will go wrong. And from once, when the great woman ever said, when they go low, we go high. And it is our time to go high. So I would like to show to all of y'all your presidential nominee, Mr. Wyatt Christopher.
Good evening, Detroit. It's great to be here and to attend this Democratic National Convention on my behalf. Chase DeMillo and Claudia Badia were two of the 5 hunger strikers that died last week in Los Angeles. They were protesting and using their First Amendment rights to challenge the inhuman and unjust immigration policies of the Martinez administration. They were brave and bold spirits, and they died heroes fighting for hundreds and thousands of immigrant children who are being separated away from their families daily because of the non-internal and non-natural laws of Senator Pugh and President Martinez. America is in a moment where we need strong and bold leadership that will lift all 320 million Americans off the ground. This president has done nothing but created chaos and destruction in our streets. This is the complete opposite of serving the people. But make no mistake, as president, I will put into effect multiple pieces of legislation that will actually be effective. We have had President Martinez in the White House for 4 years, and yet he has made no improvement in education, healthcare, climate change, homelessness, and etc. It's time we tell the president enough. No more false leadership and no more President Martinez, who, in fact, acts like a foreign dictator. He tried to take our very fundamental foundation of democracy ever since he took the oath of office. He's been a president of division. But united, we can and we will win the White House. United, we will overcome the injustice and inequality in this country, and we will choose to make this country a better place for all. We have a president who would rather choose fiction over the facts and privilege over fairness. This is not what a president should be. The President of the United States should be a beacon of hope and a role model to all people all across this country. Yet, the person who currently holds the title of President of these here United States sits in the Oval Office and makes a fool out of himself. President Martinez is not a president for all Americans. Instead, he is a president for only those who support him. While I have the Democratic nomination in my hands, thanks to you, I promise with 100% of my heart that I will be a president for all, for those who supported me in my movement and those who didn't. My running mate and your next vice president, Sean Washington, can agree when I say that our campaign isn't just about winning the presidency, it's about fighting for you against the corruption and brutality that this current administration has brought upon us. Woo! This campaign is about recognizing and acknowledging you. It's about serving you. This campaign is you. You are the reason me and Sean are running. You are the reason why I have decided to bring all of us together to take the mantle and fight the atrocity of corruption that is hammering down on this country. This is our time to make history. This is our time to restore the soul of this nation that the president has ripped away from the core of this country's heart. Under President DeChristopher, we will be one nation, under God. We will tackle the issues at home, and we will find a solution to resolve those matters to make sure that the United States of America is the #1 country in the world where children can grow up and play without worrying whether they'll get hurt. That is why I'm standing up here today to say that I accept the Democratic Party's nomination for President of the United States of America. I'm in it for you. Me and Sean are candidates because we care about you. All of you. Like former Vice President Joseph Biden has said, hope is more powerful than fear. Light is more powerful than the dark. This is our moment, and this is our mission. This is the meaning of this campaign. That's the meaning of this campaign. We are the United States of America. Keyword united. We will unite together till the end of days, and I intend to keep that promise. In 20 years, our children and our grandchildren will say to us, where were you when we were in a time of darkness? What were you doing? And how do you make it out in one piece? And we will say, we were fighting the injustice and we made it out because we won. We won because we stayed together and we won. We won and we overcame the obstacles that were tearing us down away from triumph. Thank you for this opportunity. God bless you and God bless these here United States of America.
That is Wyatt D. Christopher. He's the Democratic nominee now. And we shall see if the Democrats will win this fall. The president's popularity is shrinking in the polls, and Democrats seem to be gaining the momentum here. But we shall see if it holds up.